Oh, sorry about that. I guess I had a little technical difficulties there for 1 second. I'll see if I can. So, you know, I was talking yesterday. I was on my YouTube, and I forget what she changed her name to, but I think she's going by Ghetto Rebellion now, but she used to go by Riot Girl. And Riot Girl, it's funny because the information that she sent me, the question that she sent me yesterday was about, the question she had was when the DM, so if you're at the DMV or you're at the library or wherever you are when you are auditing police, whether you're auditing police or a library or any public building. So there's a few steps that are going to happen when you start to audit a public building. So the first step's going to be that they're going to tell you that they're going to call the cops on you. They're going to say, I'm going to call the cops on you. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say, I'm going to call the cops on you, and you're going to go to jail, and they're going to try to intimidate you, and they're going to try to scare you. And what you have to do is you have to stand your ground. That's the most important thing, that you stand your ground. It's the most important thing. So I'm going to teach you guys something right now that you'll be able to take away with you if you ever want to film in a public building. So I guess this was more, I was answering Riot Girl's question. Now she goes now by Ghetto Rebellion, I believe. So when you go into a public building and you're filming in there, and let's say, for example, they come up to you and say, hey, you can't film in here. And you say, this is a public building. I have every right to film in here. And then they say, we're going to call the cops. And so the security guards, the people who work at the library or the DMV or wherever you are, all those people are yelling at you, and you're saying, I am doing a First Amendment protected activity in a public building. And then what we keep seeing from people who do audits, we keep seeing them, is when the cops come running in and they say, let's go outside right now. Let's you and me go outside right now, and we're going to talk about this. And then the person who's supposed to be standing their ground in a public building then walks outside with the cops. It's just not the way it is. What's up, Chevy? Good to see you too. So I want to explain something to you, and this is answering Riot Girl's question, Ghetto Rebellion, whatever the name of her channel is now, and get over there and make sure you subscribe to her channel. She's doing good work. So when you're standing in that public space and the cops come up to you and they say, let's go, time to go, get out, time to get out right now. They're trying to rush you out the door, but there are steps here before they can touch you. You guys have seen me do it. When the cops come running up to me, what do? I say, hold on a minute. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I have every right to be here. I'll even change my tone to where I'm whispering, because I don't want them to think that they're going to charge me with disturbing the peace because I start yelling at them. When you are auditing inside of a public building and the cops come running up to you and say, let's go right now, get out, let's talk about this outside, don't move your feet. There are at least 3 steps that have to happen before they can physically put their grubby little piggy paws on you. Hooves. And here's how that works. When you're in a public space and you are auditing with your phone and they say, we're going to call the cops, and then the cops come, right there, they're going to say, let's go. And you tell them patiently, calmly, with a low voice, I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity. This is not a Terry stop. You don't get to pat me down for weapons or detain me. I'm exercising my First Amendment right. And they're still going to be screaming at you, get out, let's go, let's talk, we can talk about this outside. No reason. And then they'll surround you. And they'll say, let's go outside and talk about this right now. Let's go. And you've seen what I do. What I do is I gently, and I'll even say it as a whisper. Gentlemen, I have every right to be here. De-escalate. De-escalate. And you guys can see me do this in video after video after video. When you are standing in a public building and the cops come up to you and say, get out right now, they don't get to just grab you. And if they do, they violated your rights. They don't get to grab you when you're doing a First Amendment protected activity. And if they do, they violated you and you could sue them. And they're outside of their qualified immunity because the First Amendment is what they swear an oath to uphold the Constitution. You don't have to leave that library or that cop shop or that DMV. You don't have to leave. So far, I've seen 2 auditors this week exit buildings that they went to go audit. Why are you leaving? Why are you walking out the door? You went there to stand your ground. Don't leave now. Remember the steps. First step, you tell them, this is a First Amendment protected activity. I'm not being detained. This is not a Terry stop. And then they're going to say, well, you know what? We're going to trespass you out of here. I say, well, if you're going to trespass me, you first have to get authority to trespass me from one of the administrators or the owners of the building. And then secondly, you have to give me a reasonable and timely manner to disperse. You don't have to just exit the building because the coppers come running in and say, get out right now, get out right now, get out of here right now. That is not in the program. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button if you would, please. I think I got a premiere coming out in like 25 minutes. It's about revoking consent. And so I want you guys to make sure that you see this video because I cut it down to just 10 minutes. And this video, if more people knew about revoking consent, it would be a much better America. We would then take control of these jackboot thug pigs. Hit the like button, take your finger real fast and hit that thumbs up button. Just hit the thumbs up real quick and then drop down in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. OTVO, we don't stop. Put it in the comments real quick. How many times can you put it in? Put it in 1 time, put it in 2 times, put it in 3 times. OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. So I'm gonna kind of sound like a broken record for a minute because I get a lot of questions from a lot of people, and it just so happened when I saw Riot Girl's comment yesterday in the threads, and she said, I said to her, don't, because I was watching her video, and the cops come running up and say, get out of the building, and she walked out with them. And I love that channel. I think she's awesome. And so I replied back to her, but then my comment disappeared, which is so weird how your comments just disappear. But my comment disappeared on her profile. So now what you want to do when you are publicly auditing is you want to stand your ground. You want to put your feet planted down in the public building and say, I'm not moving. And then if they're going to touch you or violate your rights, let them. Be ready to be wrongfully arrested. You cannot be a freedom fighter and not realize that you might be arrested, that what you're doing could get you arrested. You have got to understand that. And then if you go backing out of that DMV, or you go backing out of that cop shop, or you go backing out of the library because the cops are yelling at you, get out, we're going to talk about this outside. As far as I'm concerned, that's not a successful audit. And I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not calling anybody's name or anything like that. But what I'm saying is when you go to a public building and you say, I have every right to film in this public building, you don't back down. You don't back down. You do not back down. Because if you back down, then we're not standing on our rights. You're giving up. You are absolutely giving up before we've even begun. So when the cops come running in, I'll show you a video. I'm going to show you a video, just a couple of seconds of this video, just real quick, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. These cops are going to come running up at me, and they're going to act like they're going to attack me. They act like they're going to go hands-on with me, and they came in so aggressively and so hostile that I'm like, damn, these guys are coming in hot. So I actually took 3 steps away from them towards the wall, dropped off my items, then I turned around and faced them again, and I said, excuse me, gentlemen, I'm a constitutional law scholar. This is a First Amendment protected activity. De-escalate. De-escalate. And so I'm going to show you that moment right now. Sorry, I'm in my car, but I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that exact moment right now. So these guys are going to come running.
That was a switch. Went from like, know your.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this. Watch this. Let's watch this together. Let me flip my camera around. Okay, so this was the Henderson audit. Now these cops are going to come running in hot. They're going to come in as though they're my daddy and they're in charge of me and they're telling me what to do. And what I'm going to show you guys is how to handle that when you're auditing in a public building. You don't have to leave. They're going to come in and they're going to do what they do. They're going to tell me, get out of here right now. Get out of this building right now. And I'm going to tell them, no, I'm not leaving this building.
Rights to, I'm willing to go over here. I'm willing to stay away from you.
You got this camera too. You were asked.
Okay.
You have no respect for children. You have no respect for women.
Now here comes the cops.
You're trash. You're speaking about rights. You're not.
Here comes the cops.
Walk outside. Let's go. Come on. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Cop 2816. Walk outside.
I'm doing business in here, actually.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about it outside.
Well, I'm actually inside of a public building right now.
You are, but I'm asking you.
I'm the press. I'm a constitutional law scholar, so I have
That's
a right
awesome.
to do this. She can melt
I'm
down.
not saying you don't have the right.
You need to keep the peace.
Walk outside.
De-escalate.
Walk outside, please.
De-escalate.
Walk outside, please.
You guys, just so you know.
Come on.
They're coming in too hostile.
Listen, let me explain something to you.
So now, because they've come in and they're over talking me and there's two of them and they're both screaming, I'm going to take 3 steps away and turn my back on them so that they realize that I'm not a threat. I am God. I'm going to cover your video. So get ready for that.
Let me explain it clear. So you guys understand. I want you guys to understand something. What I do for a living is I stress test our rights. So that means I'm a constitutional law scholar. And what I do, I go to public buildings and I film. Now, I have a right to do it. Your job, sir, is not to tell me to go outside. Your job is to correct her and say, he has a, I'm not disturbing the peace. I have to raise my voice. I understand.
So they've surrounded me with 3 jackboot thug pigs, and all 3 of them are trying to take control of the scene. I am the alpha male on the scene. I am the leader. These guys are there to take my orders. They're not there to tell me what to do. This is exactly how you do it. I'm going to show it again because I want you guys to see. So for Riot Girl and any other auditors who are auditors, and you're going to go out and you're going to film in a public building, they're going to come in super hot. They're going to come in hostile and aggressive. But remember, the 3 steps before they can put their hands on me, number 1, I have to be first warned of trespass. Number 2, I have to be trespassed. Number 3, I then have to get ample time to collect my things and leave in a safe manner. They don't have a right to run up and grab me, and I know that, and they know that I know that, and they know that if they just run up and grab me, that I'll sue their asses, and they don't want to be sued because their name goes on a federal civil rights lawsuit, and that's an embarrassment to them and their families. Here comes the cops. Get ready.
Cop 2816. Walk outside.
I'm doing business in here, actually.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about it outside.
Do you notice the manner in which I speak? First of all, I take control of the scene by saying, what's your name and badge number? Now he's answering to me. I'm not answering to him. He's now answering to me and my questions. And then I even go as far as starting to whisper. I begin to whisper so that this jackboot thug pig isn't going to escalate the situation. So the cops are coming. I can see them. They're coming in hot. There's 2 cops and they're coming in on a light jog. They're briskly walking in to try to attack me and to try to intimidate me. I can see them coming. See the look on my face? Here comes the pigs. And so as soon as I see those pigs coming, I then know that I'm their boss. I'm in charge. I'm the boss of them.
Walk outside. Let's go. Come on.
Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Cop 2816. Walk outside.
I'm doing business in here, actually.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about it outside.
Well, I'm actually inside of a public building right now.
You are, but I'm asking you.
I'm the press. I'm a constitutional law scholar, so I have
That's
a right
awesome.
to do this. She can melt
I'm
down.
not saying you don't have the right.
You need to keep the peace.
Walk outside.
De-escalate.
Walk outside, please.
De-escalate.
Walk outside, please.
They're surrounding me.
Just so you know,
Come on.
there's like,
That's fine. That's fine.
Listen, let me explain something.
I'm going to step away so I'm not surrounded.
Please make it clear. So you
Put
guys
my
understand.
water bottle
I
down.
want you guys to understand something. What I do for a living is I stress test our rights. So that means I'm a constitutional law scholar. And what I do, I go to public buildings and I film. Now, I have a right to do it. Your job, sir, is not to tell me to go outside. Your job is to correct her and say, I'm not disturbing the peace. I've raised my
This guy
voice.
came in and tried to take control of the scene.
Name and badge number?
Sergeant Lane and badge number 1781.
Okay, do you see when I ask their name and badge number? I ask for their name and badge number when I want to take control of the situation. They have to answer to me. Do you see the difference? And do you see how my voice drops down and I start to whisper? Did you see that? Now this jackboot thug pig and comes and stands over the two young guys and decides he's going to take control of the scene. See his hand up in the air? He's trying to shut me down and let me know how it is. Okay?
Name and badge number, sir?
Here's the thing. Pause.
I can't pause the camera. Right, but I'll never get access to that camera footage. You guys beat me up or hurt me or kill me. I mean, you know I won't.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Right.
Here's the deal.
If you're disturbing her and causing a disturbance in here, then we have the right to have you removed.
Well, so let me.
No. If they had the right to remove me, they would have grabbed me and removed me.
Let me help you out. Let me give you a little bit of education. So when I came in here, that woman actually called me over to be on camera. It's on video. Okay. So that means that it was consent. Right.
All we hear is you guys yelling back and forth.
No, you didn't hear me yell.
I hear you yelling back and forth.
I have
No,
my
you-
voice because I know my rights inside and out.
Right.
And what I do is,
Do you see how I lower my voice down and I stop?
if you
I don't.
violate my rights, and I don't want to do it. I'm really busy. I know.
That ain't my first rodeo.
Right,
okay?
but the thing is your name goes on the civil rights lawsuit, and it takes me so much time. I'm so bogged down in lawsuits. I'm so bogged down. I'm literally begging you, please don't make me sue you. Just respect my.
Okay. So, do you see what I did there? I took control of the scene by arbitrarily asking their name and badge number when it would be most beneficial to me. Those cops came in at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and the old cop, he's my age, the older cop is coming in right behind those two young cops who are in their, whatever. But the point is when they come in like that and they're coming in hot, a lot of people I'm watching on camera are leaving the public building. Why are you leaving? You went there to stand your ground. Why are you leaving now? We want you to stand your ground. I don't want you to back down. So I'm giving you tools right now so that you don't have to back down. 14 minutes till Wapner. We got a premiere coming out in 14 minutes. 14 minutes until Wapner. So that's what I'm trying to teach you guys right now. That when the cops come running in hot, you lower yourself down, your voice, and you let them know, I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity. Okay, well, let's go outside right now. What's your name and badge number? Heacock, whatever he said his name was. But now I've disrupted his flow. Now he's answering to me. I'm his boss. I'm the boss of that man. I pay his salary. He works for me. He drives my car. He has on my tools on his belt. That's my guy. I pay him. He doesn't pay me. I'm his boss. So there's a fundamental shift in thinking in the way that I see it when I'm taking on cops compared to some other people you may watch who end up walking out of the DMV or walking out of the building. You don't want to walk out of the building. You want to stand your ground. You don't want to give a single solitary inch. You are there to film in the public building and you're not moving. I'm not moving a frickin' inch. You can arrest me if you want. I came here understanding that I might get arrested. I came here knowing that already. I also came here prepared to sue you. I also came here prepared to pay Google $99 to make sure that your name goes first on Google. When someone looks up Officer Heacock, if you grab me and you violate my civil liberties, when I file my federal civil rights lawsuit against you, then your name goes first on Google. That's how this works. Everybody hit the like button. In Las Vegas, I've got a lawsuit going on, and the lawyers that I'm opposing, the lawyers I'm going against, they keep on saying ridiculous things. Like I'm writing someone's motions. I'm not writing anybody else's motions. Let me tell you what I am doing. I'm writing the defense lawyer's motions. I'm writing all of Anderson's motions. I'm writing all of your motions, defense counsel for LVMPD. I take credit for writing your motions. Same thing. You could say I write motions because I talk on camera, but I'm not. We got 11 minutes till Wapner. 11 minutes until Wapner. Let me pull that bad chicken up so we can see what's coming up. So listen, this is a video that I made about a year ago, and I happened to walk up on these black dudes who car was getting searched by the pigs, and I was like, why are they searching your car? And the guy was like, I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know? I'm not sure what you mean by that. And he said, why are you allowing them to search your car? So this is coming on in 10 minutes. This is coming on in 10 minutes right here. This is coming on in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Can you revoke consent? Yes, you can. And how to do it. We got 10 minutes till Wapner. 10 minutes until Wapner. I'm going to drop the link for this video in the chat so you guys can follow along. This is how to revoke consent. This is a big one. If you don't know how to revoke consent, you got to watch this and you got to send this to other people. The new way that I'm doing it is if the cops pull me over and they say, can I search your car? I'm saying, yes, you can. And because the whole time they're trying to do anything, I'm filming them. And I say, sure, you can search my car. And then as soon as they go to search the car, I say, I revoke consent. And then I show them right on the trifold where the Third Circuit in 2018 passed a holding that said that I can revoke consent. If I can give consent, then that I can revoke consent. And that's the part I want to get you guys across. I want everybody here. Right here, you have a right to revoke consent. And that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to revoke consent. And that's why I put this video out today in 9 minutes. You have got to learn how to revoke consent. It's so important that you learn to revoke consent. And that's the whole reason why I made this video. Look, you know, as you guys know, YouTube demonetizes most of the videos that I do. A large portion of my videos are demonetized. So why am I putting this video out that they already demonetized previously? Because I want you guys to see the video. I want you guys to know how to revoke consent and the process that you do to revoke consent. This is of huge importance to me. I mean, absolutely astronomical importance. Let me pull up here real quick and get this light. I just pulled over on the side of the road because I have limited time today. And so you guys have got to learn how to do this. And that's the reason why I did this video. And I took the time to edit it and put it together so that you guys would learn how to revoke consent. It's easy to say it on a video here. Hey, cops come up and they want to search your car and you say, sure, you can search my car, and then you revoke consent. But what about if you see somebody else and their car's getting searched? What's your recourse there? You simply tell them to say out loud, I revoke consent. Now, if the cop knows better and you can show him on your trifold, then he goes outside of his qualified immunity. As soon as he knows that you have a right to revoke consent, then that goes outside of his qualified immunity. You see, a lot of people talk about qualified immunity, but what they don't talk about is that there are dozens of ways to go around a cop's qualified immunity. If the cop knew better, for example, if the cop pulls up here and he pulls me over and he says, hey, where are you going? What are you doing? And I say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I put it out here. He can no longer ask me any more questions, or that goes around his qualified immunity. If I say I have invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, he says, well, you know, there's been some drug activity in the area. You know, are you going over there? And I say, officer, I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You're working outside of your qualified immunity now. You're opening yourself up to civil litigation that is individually and personally against you. The government will no longer protect you if you violate my right to remain silent and question me without my attorney present. You have that right. You got your trifold up on your visor. You use it. You show him, I have the right to remain silent. Cop says, okay, get out of the car. You say, okay, I get out. As soon as you step out, he says, can I search your car? You say, sure, you can search my car because I'm filming everything. So he goes, step over here and I'll start to search. He starts stepping your car and you go, I revoke consent. And then you show him the 2018 case of U.S. versus Williams out of the Third Circuit. Says that I can revoke consent. If I can give consent, I can revoke consent. And that's why I'm putting this video out, because I want you guys to share this video with your friends and family, because people have got to learn this. You guys have seen the street cop videos that I've been showing you where they're telling the other cops, beat up their story. Find a reason to build reasonable articulable suspicion. Find a reason to search their car. You don't know it, but one of your buddies left a joint in the back seat. He didn't even mean to do it. He had it on his ear, it fell off his ear, and now his joint's in your back seat. You didn't even know it. And so then they search your car and they find that joint and you're going to jail. They're impounding your car, taking you to a dungeon. Whereas if you say, they say, can I search your car? And you say, yes, you can. And you are smartly filming absolutely everything. And then they say, okay, step over there. And they start searching. You say, oh, you know what? I changed my mind. I revoke consent. It's on camera. If you continue to search my car after I've revoked consent and I've showed you the holding of the law out of the Third Circuit, United States versus Williams 2018, that says I can revoke consent, then you're working outside of your qualified immunity. Because I'm showing you the literature, and the literature I'm showing you is going on camera. This camera right here is for the judge, for my federal civil rights lawsuit, where you're listed on Google that you violated someone's federal civil rights. So that's what I'm talking about. And people have got to get tuned in to how to handle traffic stops. I keep seeing people talking. Why are you talking to a jackboot thug pig? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you talking to that pig? His goal is to build reasonable articulable suspicion to arrest you. I'm now doing it now. Now, when anybody gets in my car, I tell them when they get in, if we get pulled over, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right. If you start talking or you say a single word to that pig, you and I are no longer acquainted. We're no longer friends. I'm not going to hang out with you ever again. Because they take their job of pulling me over to arrest me very seriously. They take their job so seriously. They can't wait to follow their policies, procedures, and protocols so that they can arrest me. If they take those policies, procedures, and protocols so seriously, why don't you? People are like, oh no, most cops are good. Okay, let's go with your idea. Most cops are good. Are they pulling you over and questioning you because they're good? Or are they pulling you over and questioning you to build reasonable articulable suspicion? And why are they building reasonable articulable suspicion? So they can search your car. So they can arrest you. That's the whole point. That's the entire point of what they're doing. That's everything they're doing. That's why let me share this link in the chat real quick. Copy. Let me go to content here, live. Let's see what we got going on here. There that is. Oh, 3 minutes till Wapner. We are 3 minutes until Wapner. 3 minutes of can you revoke consent? Yes, I can. Everybody make sure, don't meet me there, beat me there. I'm going to drop the link down in the chat right now. Make sure, don't meet me there, beat me there. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Don't meet me there, beat me there. 3 minutes till Wapner. You guys share this video with your friends and family. Show them how I walk up on the scene. I'm not involved in the traffic stop. I see a couple black guys sitting in benches on the city benches, and the cops are searching their car. I walk right up to those black guys and I go, tell them you want to revoke consent. And the guy goes, what? And I said, tell the cops I revoke consent. And he goes, he kind of confused about it. I say out loud, I revoke consent, and they have to stop searching your car. And then he kind of shimmers, and I go, say it. And then he goes, I revoke consent. I said, say it out loud. He said, I revoke consent. And that's it. Rubio, you got to stop searching his car. The cop was named Rubio. And I said, you got to stop searching his car. So I'm putting the link down in the chat down here. This is the video that's going to help so many of your friends and family, because if you give consent to search, you can immediately revoke it. And if you're filming everything and you have your trifold and you show them that It's a violation of my constitutional rights if you continue. You're outside of your qualified immunity. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. This is everything. Listen, I really don't want you to go to jail. I really don't want to bail anybody out. Doing fundraisers for people is hard work. It is hard. Raising money for people who are facing the persecution of the state, it is freaking hard. It is super hard. So I got this video coming out. It looks like, there we go. Alex is over there. Jerry's over there. Avery Flowers, good to see you, Avery. Special Ed Andrews over there. Good to see you. Jerry, watching from Texas. This is coming out right now in about 1 minute, 2 minutes. You guys will hear the music start to play. So what did we learn today? If you go into a public building, the cops are going to come running up and try to intimidate you by screaming. Plant your feet on the ground and tell them, I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity. This is not a Terry stop. You can even inform them, I'm a First Amendment auditor auditing this building. You cannot touch me. And then you stand your frickin' ground and you don't budge. You don't budge a single inch, not a single solitary inch. You don't back down. Do not back down. Do not say die. Do not surrender. We don't stop. We don't stop. Don't just give up because the cops are there and they're scared of you and you're scared of the cops. Right here, premiere's coming out. Everybody got the link. Premiere's coming out in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. You guys will hear the music start to play here in a second. This is the video of all videos. This is the best video that I could possibly produce for you guys, even though YouTube is just got on top of me and they're just pounding me like a gorilla. But I wanted you guys to have a couple takeaways today from this live stream. I wanted you, first of all, to know that you can stand your ground on the... 2 minutes till Wapner! 1 minute, 45 seconds. Get over there. Tribe, drop that link down in there. Drop this link in the chat because I'm getting off here in 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm getting off here in 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm going to watch this premiere with you guys. This is how to revoke consent. This is how you revoke consent. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Right there. We're going to watch this together right now. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you guys subscribing. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notifications. Share this video of how to revoke consent. Show your friends and family that all you have to do is tell them, I revoke consent. And then let them know by using your trifold, the 2018 case of United States versus Williams allows me to revoke consent. And if you don't do it, you violated my constitutional rights and you go outside of your qualified immunity. If you don't stop searching my car when I tell you to stop searching, I have my rights intact. If they had probable cause or even reasonable articulable suspicion that you were doing something bad, they'd search your car anyway. So if they're asking for consent, then they don't really know the law. Right over there, drop the link down in the chat, moderators. We're 25 seconds away from Wapner. We are 23 seconds away from Wapner. 23, there it is right there. We got a premiere coming out in 10 seconds. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. I'll see you guys on the premiere. Thanks for coming on my TED Talk. All the DLZ faithful, we don't stop. See you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.